Okay guys, so it is a brand new week, and after a rather lively bank holiday, I hope you guys had a great bank holiday weekend. We've had lots and lots of action to talk about from last week. I do want to say I do apologise about how late this is. Usually try and get every kick uploaded on a Monday, but it had to fall on Tuesday this week. I just wasn't able to record it yesterday, but here we are today. Anyway, before I get involved now, there's one topic that I haven't covered. It's not really a topic, but I do want to I do feel bad that he's not on the screen right now. But Sir Alex Ferguson, I hope that, wish him all the best. I hope that he goes well in his recovery and stuff. Great player, great manager. Absolute legend of the game. And it would feel wrong for me to upload this and not speak about Alex. So I thought I'd do that at the start here before we get on to the headlines. But yeah, going on to Allegri. Now, he's heavily linked. Arsenal fans favour him the most, I think. He's going to be discussing his future with Juventus as soon as their title race is over. Allegri is, of course, like I say, on the shortlist of candidates to succeed Arsene Wenger at Arsenal. Personally, I would like this guy. I really would. To be honest, there's a couple of managers that we're linked with. There's Allegri. I say we because I'm an Arsenal fan, by the way, if you are new here. There's Allegri, there's Ancelotti we were linked with, and also we're also being linked with Luis Enrique. And I don't mind it as long as we get somebody that's kind of known. And in all honesty, I just want someone that's here for the long run. I don't want us to turn into, no offense if you support any of these clubs, but Chelsea or Man United. I think Man United have found their kind of manager now with Mourinho, and Man City with Pep as well. But beforehand, hire and fire all the bloody time. And I don't want us to go through a stage like that. I want the next manager to come in, and I want them to have a plan. I want the next manager to become, another legend at Arsenal. I don't want somebody that's just going to be here for a year. I want somebody that's going to be here for 4 or 5 years maybe. I want somebody like that will take over and will stay, somebody that has a plan, like Klopp has done with Liverpool, etc. So yeah, it's all interesting, and in all honesty, I don't particularly have a favourite. By the way, the news that I post, each headline is an image, and it'll go in order of alphabetical to the caption. So yeah, Allegri A. Now we're talking about Barnsley. Barnsley have sacked the manager, Jose Morais. I think that's how you pronounce it, after being relegated from the Championship, going down into League One. And going the other way now in the Premier League, Brighton guaranteed themselves Premier League safety after beating Man United 1-0. Absolutely great result for Brighton. Congratulations. I really like watching Brighton play. I think they play some really good football. And yeah, I'm really pleased for them to be staying in the Premier League. Back to the Championship, or I should say League One rather. I do apologise if you support any of these clubs and offer my absolute commiserations. But yeah, Burton have also been relegated to League One as well. And Neil Warnock was definitely a happy man after Cardiff City got promotion to the Premier League. Welcome Cardiff to the Premier League. It's going to be great. Do you know what I mainly love? This might sound a bit sad, but as somebody who plays a lot of FIFA and really admires FIFA and the career modes and stuff, I really love seeing new teams come to the Premier League, because it means new players get head scans, new stadiums in the game. It's awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. Fulham's manager, Jokanovic, was named Championship Manager of the Month as well. Congratulations to him. I think Fulham will do well to keep hold of him as well for another couple of seasons. That would be great for them. And speaking of managers, and moving on to new managers, guys, welcome Steven Gerrard to Rangers. I don't know why I'm saying welcome, but I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Rangers. I'm sorry if you're a Celtic fan or you prefer Celtic. I do apologise, but I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Rangers. Yeah, congratulations, Gerrard. I mean, that's a great, you know, for him to walk in with his such lack of experience to a huge club, you know, like Rangers is insane, and full credit to Rangers for giving him the backing and giving him the chance to do something. I have a good feeling about it. I really do have a good feeling about it. But yeah, a 4-year contract for Gerrard, insane. Let me know what you guys think. If you're a Rangers fan as well, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. The Leicester City owners met with Claude Puel and gave him their full backing to continue as Leicester manager. That's good news for Leicester. I feel like, do you know, I always felt sorry for Ranieri, but, you know, I mean, all good things, as Wenger said, you know, on Sunday, all good things, all love stories do come to an end. And Leicester have kind of been a bit rocky since, obviously, losing Ranieri. But yeah, I think it's good news for them to finally have a bit of stability in terms of a manager there. I just like to see long-lasting managers. That's why I've got utmost respect for the likes of Ferguson, you know, and Wenger. I love to see managers that just stay with one club, and clubs as well that stay with one manager for a long time. It's really nice to see it, to be honest. And Liverpool are through to the Champions League final. Do I have any Liverpool fans watching right now? How do you fancy yourselves coming up against Real Madrid? It's going to be tough, but do you know what? I was talking to my manager about this at work, and we both said, like, Liverpool, I mean, I can't really say much because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I think Arsenal and Liverpool, it's safe to say, both of our main problems are our defence. And I think if Liverpool can put on a decent defensive performance, I think they've got it. I really do. But they've got a lot to ask for. With that Real Madrid attack there. But yeah, I mean, good luck to Liverpool. I'll definitely want... I do. Even though I'm an Arsenal fan, you know, I look at Liverpool and I think, well, fellow English club, it'd be great to see it. And I'm actually really pleased for Liverpool. I know they've brought some players in, but then when you look at what Klopp has built as well, he's done a decent job. He has. I've got a lot of respect for Klopp, you know, and I just think what a good job that he's finally. Everybody sort of doubted him, and I know that Liverpool have probably been a bit carried this season by Salah, but I mean, full respect. Salah's a great player. They did well in getting him to the club. You know, I'm sure he had a lot of other interest as well. So yeah, full credit to Liverpool for making it to the final, and you know, and good luck in that final against Madrid. Now, I had to bring this picture out. This is a picture of obviously two of the heavy linked managers to succeed Wenger in a picture together. We've got Luis Enrique, and of course we've got Allegri there as well. It just still remains up for such huge debate, guys. But I do want to ask you guys, as a neutral, any neutrals watching, who do you think will be the next Arsenal manager? And for my fellow Arsenal fans, who would you most want as the next manager? Because like I say, I'm not fussed as long as they come in and stay with us for a long time. I want another legend, basically. I want another icon of Arsenal Football Club, not someone that's going to be here for 5 minutes, you know. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, guys. The Man City boss Pep Guardiola confirmed that Yaya Toure, who, I mean, we talk about legends, is this guy a Man City legend? Man City fans, would you class him as a legend? But he will be leaving Man City in the summer, guys. Do you know what? Had he been a little bit younger, I'd take him at Arsenal. I think I'd still take him at Arsenal now. But yeah, great player. Would you let me know who you support in the comment section down below, and tell me if you would take Toure at your club. And departing from the other side of Manchester now, Manchester United have said that they are willing to listen to offers for both Daley Blind and Darmian as well in the summer. Now, with the speculation over the Italian national team job being linked with Ancelotti, who was also shortlisted by Arsenal to take over there, Mancini has taken the Italian national team job. The ex-Man City boss decided he'll carry on there. Good luck to Mancini. Going to be an interesting World Cup. Definitely going to be an interesting World Cup. Not only that, but that has given Ancelotti, obviously, it's kind of made one decision for him. So it's going to be interesting. I'm kind of really excited. It's like waiting to see who we get. I just hope to God it isn't Brendan Rodgers. Rob Holding signed a new long-term contract with Arsenal as well, which is great to see. I just hope that other players follow suit as well. But yeah, it's good to see that Rob's staying, because he's a little character. Rob is. I really, really like him. I've got a lot of love and respect for him. I think he's a really talented player, and I think, again, as long as we get the right manager in who will continue to give him some game time, he could be something huge. I mean, he was phenomenal in that FA Cup final against Chelsea last season. He was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, brilliant. The way he just handled everything so well. And we've seen more of that as well when he does play. He's you could really tell that he's been having like coaching from Mertesacker, I think, and I think it's safe to say that, Holding will probably, possibly one day, become that sort of level, and I think that would be insane for him, and, all the best to him, and Callum Chambers as well. Now, I thought this was a little bit classy from Stoke, to be honest, and it's not very often I would ever put the words classy and Stoke together, but Stoke actually allowed Jose Rodriguez compassionate leave until the end of the season. Now, I'm not sure if he's had some family issue or something like that, or if they've just done it out of kindness to say, look, you can go home if you want to go home, basically. Take the summer off. I think Stoke pretty much knew that they were going to be relegated, and obviously him being out on loan, they probably said, look, it's a waste of our time and your time being here. You could go home, go and enjoy yourself, spend time with your family and friends and stuff. But he will not be returning to Stoke after compassionate leave. His obviously loan deal will end. Where do you reckon he will go next? I think he did okay at Stoke. I do think he probably needs another loan move, because he's currently at PSG, isn't he? And I can't really see him getting into the PSG team just yet. But yeah, that's as nice as I'll go to Stoke, guys. I am actually from Stoke myself, and you guys are probably like, why'd you support Arsenal? I've always been an Arsenal fan, and I used to watch my other local team, Port Vale, so you can imagine what my feelings to Stoke City Football Club are. Yeah, my dad always, it's funny, I said this the other day, my dad always said to me, because my dad was the one that got me into football. I used to spend a lot of time with him, like on weekends when my mum was at work, so he kind of really got me into football, and he used to go watch Port Vale, and he'd take me with him, and it all just clicked from there, really. And then I started watching it on my own, like without my dad, and like on telly and stuff, without the influence of my dad. And I just started watching Arsenal, and I just really liked Arsenal, and it just went from there, really. My dad always watched Arsenal as well, because he always admired the football that they played. But yeah, Stoke City relegated to the Championship. I say this right now, I've got a massive grin on my face. One of my friends on Twitter, well, I know him personally as well, he actually tweeted saying, if it was any other club, I'd probably, really feel it. And I couldn't agree more. Exactly the same here. Teams have gone down in the past. Like, when I spoke about Barnsley earlier, I thought, it is a shame to see teams be relegated. It is part of football at the end of the day. Relegation allows growth, in another time. So look at it in another way. Sometimes you need to be relegated to kind of assess your team on a full and get the right mind in. Look at Burnley. Look at how well Burnley have come. And you know, they spent some time in the Championship and going back and forth, Prem, Championship, and now look at where they are. Look, they finally sorted themselves out. They got a great manager in Sean Dyche. Absolute utmost respect for Sean Dyche. I honestly can't stress enough how much I love that. I absolutely love him. I really do admire him. I think he's a fantastic manager. He's got such a great kind of vibe with his players. He's got like he really impacts, and he knows what kind of players he wants. He'll sign a player based off of their mindset. If somebody's not completely into it, half-heartedly into it, he doesn't want them. He doesn't want to know them at all. If he only signs people that are 100% committed, going to give 110% out there, and fair play to him, absolute fair play to him. But yeah, I knew as soon as they got rid of Hughes and replaced him with Lambert, I just knew that Stoke were down. I knew then, and I'm sorry to Lambert, and I am kind of sorry to any Stoke fans watching as well, but I just knew then, because I thought going from Mark Hughes to Lambert is such a drop, and I know Hughes wasn't doing such a great job, but do you know what? You should have never got rid of Tony Pulis. That man absolutely breathed Stoke City Football Club. He really did. He absolutely breathed Stoke City. And when he left, I was so shocked, because obviously living in Stoke, so many people around me loved Tony Pulis. They were all Tony Pulis' army, all that kind of stuff. It was insane. And then when he left and they all turned, I was like, what? Wait, what? That it was literally like that for me would literally be like Wenger leaving. Where did Pulis go? West Brom, yeah. That for me would be like Wenger leaving Arsenal and then going to manage like Chelsea. It'd be like, wait, what? He absolutely breathed Arsenal and he's gone to manage another London club. You know, he went to manage another Midlands club. It's insane. I'm sorry to ramble here, but it just baffled me. And I just think Stoke fans, if you're a Stoke fan watching this, would you not take Pulis back? He's at Borough at the minute. I would do all that I could to get Pulis back, because if there's one man that can get Stoke City back in the Premier League, and this is coming from a Vale Arsenal fan, it's Tony Pulis, 100% for me. And I am going to say, without even being the slightest bit bitter here, congratulations Atletico Madrid on making the final of the Europa League. I'm pretty sure it's theirs now. I think whoever won out of Madrid and Arsenal were going to go on to win the Europa League. I'm gutted for Wenger that, you know, we couldn't give him a proper good send-off like he deserved. I mean, he deserved more than the Europa League anyway. But you know, it would have been something at least for him to go off on. You know, and I mean, it's such a shame. It really is. But fair play Madrid. You know, they actually won 2-1 on aggregate there. It was Arsenal's fault. We should have done the job at home at the end of the day. We were against a 10-man Atletico Madrid. We were 1-0 up. To go and concede a goal then is absolutely, it's pathetic. Is that against 10 men when you're 1-0 up, to lose a 1-0, you know, to lose a lead against a 10-man team, I don't care who it is, Atletico, Barca, Real, Bayern Munich, it shouldn't happen. It should not happen. But it did, unfortunately. Wenger did say after the game, you know, he was absolutely heartbroken not to guide Arsenal into the final. He said it hurts a lot more. He's absolutely right as well. He said it always hurts more after than on the night, because on the night it's like you don't really take it in, but afterwards it has time to settle. And he was gutted, and unfortunately, you know, he was let down by his players. For me, 100% let down. And yeah, it was pretty gutting. It's safe to say, though, this guy absolutely made me cry in his speech at the end of the game on Sunday. It was just classy until the end, you know. And it's not over yet. He's not officially left yet, and it's still like hasn't really sunk in, you know, that he's not going to be I don't think it will until I see a new man in that dugout. I don't think it'll actually fit in, sink in even. But yeah, good luck, Arson, to whatever you do decide to do next. And now this was a bit interesting. This happened a bit earlier on last week. But it was reported that the West Ham striker Andy Carroll was sent home from training after a fight with David Moyes. So, trouble in paradise. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to make of this. The thing is, a lot of people will jump up and a lot of people will be like, oh, maybe Andy Carroll's going to leave now and all that kind of stuff. That was my initial thought. But then I thought, you know what? People get over arguments and stuff. It could have been over anything. It could have been frustration. You just don't know. You just don't really know what's going to go on. I think West Ham, again, it's a shame to see. I thought when they took on Slaven Bilic that he was the man. He was the next man to take West Ham forward. But, unfortunately not. And I look at Moyes, and I don't think that Moyes is, in all honesty. I mean, I could be wrong, and I would love to be proven wrong, but I don't see Moyes as the man to take West Ham forward. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. I think Moyes is one of them that's always going to have a long list of clubs that he's managed because he's always bouncing around. For me, his mistake was leaving Everton. And I just think, I'm just not sure. But anyway, that does bring me to the end of this episode of Every Kit, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's been a bit of a long one, but then I'm not sorry because we've had a lot of stuff to go over. If I've missed stuff as well, just bear with me, guys. I'm working really hard at the minute on a lot of stuff to make sure that there's videos uploaded every single day for you guys. And I'm trying to live stream as much as possible as well. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it nevertheless. Please do subscribe, guys. I want to get 2,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I can't even speak, guys. I'm going to be doing a merchandise giveaway when I do reach 2k, so please do be subscribed and turn my notifications on as well. And if you could leave a like rating on the video, I'd really appreciate it. Get involved, guys. Come and answer some of my questions that I asked throughout the video in the comment section, and say hello and stuff in the comments. I want to speak to you guys more. Hence why I do the streams as well. I just love chatting to you guys in general. But yeah, with all of that said, I'll see you all in the next video.